I've been reconditioning this old gem lap. It's an old, I guess it's a trim saw. It doesn't really, not really big enough for a chop saw or a slab saw. Um, Originally it came with this little handheld vise, something like, came in with something like this part right here mounted in something like that. It slid along the side rails, and I didn't like it, so I took and modified it a little bit. Put a ball bearing slider on it. I used a dial indicator. I hooked the base here and the tip of the dial indicator rode across the front of the blade, and I made sure it was 0 that way, so it's a nice straight cut. I got splash guards covering the ball rail and bearings, and under here is where the works is. It's kind of hard to see, but there's 2 bearings in there with clamps and bolts that bolt to this and this. And then the clamp I made, it's a little overkill, but you can move it back and forth to feed the rock in, and it's got spacers there because right there I goofed. These holes were supposed to be offset the other way with my measurements, and I unfortunately I drilled the piece upside down. Well, stuff like that happens when you're building machines. Anyway, I can't afford to replace the piece, so I ran it like this to see how the concept works, and it works good. So I'll probably pull this piece back off and re-drill the holes with the correct pattern, so I don't have the overlap and I won't need the spacers. Anyway, other than that, it works pretty good. Okay, I'm going to turn up this noisy thing and cut a piece of Unikite. I think it's Unikite. Anyway, we're going to cut through a piece of rock here, see what happens. Well, that was one part of it. I knew it was going to break. It's a piece of junk rock, but let's see what we sliced off. Very smooth cut till where it broke. I want to pause the camera for a minute, and then we'll start cutting a slab. Hopefully it'll stay in one piece. Okay, get ready to cut that slice off that piece of rock there. Well, until it broke, it was a nice smooth cut. Let's see if we can get this. Oh. Oh well, I'm happy with the cut. Very smooth. Till the rock breaks. Maybe I should have showed this side of the cut. That's the other side. Pretty smooth.